All right, so what I'm going to share with you is the lymphatic pumping exercise. And I call it the Big Eight. Dr. Perry Nicholson is where a majority of this comes from. He has something that you can find on YouTube called the Big Six, but there are 2 additional points that I like to add, especially for lower abdominal and pelvic health. And then I'm going to show you 3 parts to this exercise, and you may be advised to do just the first one or the second 2 or all 3 parts. I find the best results with all 3 parts done at least daily, if not twice a day. But ultimately it's up to you to see what works for you. So we start by the touch that you're going to use on these lymphatic points, and it's very important that you do them in order. The touch is going to be gentle circles, doesn't matter which direction you go, followed by gentle patting for about 10 seconds each. So circle with skin stretch, and you can see when I'm doing that my fingers are staying attached to the skin of what I'm touching. I'm not rubbing, I'm dragging the skin a little bit with me. There's a friction there. So order is very important. We're going to start above, and this counts as one spot, but above and below the collarbones. Some of these you can do together on both sides at the same time. Some you may have to do one at a time. And then tap. And then on both sides, I'm going to go under the earlobe, right behind the jawbone, and I'm going to rub and tap. Then I'm going to go to the armpit, and I usually take a C-grip, just kind of put it in the armpit and jiggle back and forth, followed by tapping. Same thing on the other side. Tapping. Then I'm going to find my belly button. And I'm just going to kind of hook into my belly button gently. I know some people are belly button sensitive, with my hands. And tap. Then I'm going to go to my the crease in my hip, the front hip crease, and you're going to see me do these little circles, and I'm exaggerating the movement a little bit so that you can see it on camera. And tap. Same thing over here, running up and down from the front hip bone to where the pelvic bone is. You're just running in that crease and tap. And then there's a spot behind the hip crease where there's a big tendon that attaches to the pelvic bone. And again, I take a little C-grip, and I find the 2 point, kind of the front and back of that tendon where they attach to the pelvis, and I just get in there and jiggle it. There's a ton of lymph nodes in there. So I jiggle, 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 and tap. I find that to be a super helpful spot for anyone with any kind of pelvic congestion. So again, C-grip, find the tendon, just go on either side of it and jiggle it back and forth gently. And tap. Cool. And then we're going to go behind the knee joint. So there's a soft tissue. I'll speak up here so you can hear me. There's a soft tissue behind the knee joint, and you're going to do the same practice on both knee joints. And finally, the last one that you're going to do is on the inside of the foot. So there's the ankle bone right underneath it. Same thing on the other side. Oop. All right, and that's part one. Second part is involving the extremities. So you're going to take 3 taps and in a systematic way go down the back of the arm, up the palm, and down the side of the chest wall. Same thing on the other side, so you're going down the back side of the arm, 3 taps, not hard, maybe a little bit firm, and then up the inside of the arm, down the chest wall, and then you're going to go to the legs, and the pattern is important. So you're going to tap where the sacrum is, your upside down tail triangle, and then you're going to go down the outsides of the legs. So now I'm on the outsides of my legs all the way to my ankles. Then I'm going to go up the inside of the leg, the inner thigh. And I'm going to go down the front of the leg. And I'm going to finish by coming up the back of the leg to the starting point at the upside down tail triangle. That's part 2. Part 3 is a gentle swing. Lymph loves this kind of swinging to help it move after you've done those first 2 things. And you can see me getting a gentle thump to my kidney areas, which is a nice little bit of stimulation, but again, stay gentle, no pain. And you're just really trying to get a nice bit of rotation there as you breathe. And the second part of the last piece is you're going to just do a gentle bounce. So the balls of your feet stay on the floor. The heels come up, and you're just giving a gentle bounce to the whole body. Make your belly as loose as possible, just to let your abdomen kind of slosh. Dr. Perry Nicholson calls it the abdominal slosh. Feel it sloshing a little bit. Whatever feels good to you. Feel your breath. Notice the stimulation in your body. And that is the lymphatic series that I like best to do. I do this every day. See what it does for you.